Dimish fans, Dimish fans, Dimish fans. And I know I say it sometimes wrong and you correct me in the comments, but I'm getting there. Today I'm very upset. I'm very upset for all you dears and for me. And for me watching something on the wonderful Dimish that I have showcased and you have supported in your thousands of comments, thousands of likes. It's such a supportive community around this guy that I was very open minded when I recently came across a video, and it was in a talent show in America, and it was hosted by James Croydon, who is a British comedian who went to America and became very famous for his comedy, for his presenting, and he drives a car, and famous stars sit next to him and sing, and it's called uh, karaoke carpool. So anyway, that's him hosting, and then the judges were RuPaul, very famous drag queen, and Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore is an actress who, from 34, 35 years ago, was a little girl who starred in a Steven Spielberg film, E.T., about a little alien that she discovers in her garage and becomes friends with. And then they return this alien, to a planet. Well, it was very apt because then there was another blonde woman who was a judge who really, really upset me. Little pieces of Demis was taken from him appearing on that show. I don't know what the name, but I'm sure you will find the video and you will probably mention it in the next video I do. But Dimash came on and he wore his traditional Kyrgyzstan outfit and he started to sing. And before he sang, James um, looked at RuPaul and made a very cheap joke about how he was dressed and went, oh, I bet you wouldn't be as brave wearing that singing. Straight away I was offended, straight away I was angry, and I have been angry for over 3 days, dears. I really have. I'm going to call all you dears who are listening, because usually it's fans of Dimash who are. I'm really, really angry that he was on a show that straight away took a little piece of him, and he's so humble and so that I'm sure that that little um, joke about what he was wearing went above his head, because he would be trying to understand, the English and balancing it with, even though he has good English. Just remember, everybody, English can be difficult in different accents. People say I am very clear. People understand my English. Thank you. Because I have no accent in my voice. Even though I'm Irish, I have a very neutral English voice. But when you're in America and you do this kind of accent, it can become very difficult on the ears. So, anyway, back to the show before I begin the video. And then at the end of his performance, it was his first performance on this show. I remember one of the judges, a blonde woman, I don't know her name and I don't want to know her name. I went, well, Dimish, what else have you got to offer? Okay, you've got the tools, but like, I mean, come on, I mean, what else? He performed in front of her. In America, you have less than 3 minutes to impress millions of people on TV and those around you and the judges in front of you, and it's live TV. So it takes a lot of, strength and humbleness, but that's what Dimish is all about. And he had the strength, he was humble, but there was a lot of little things, I think, that went over his head. I don't know who around him put him on that show, but I wish he never appeared on that show ever. I just felt it made it, when I was watching, I felt I had to apologize. So on my channel today, all you dears who have seen that video, I was really angry and I am apologizing to our community. I don't know why I feel I have to, but I feel somebody needs to apologize, because that was an awful thing to watch. I think in America, but anyway, back to today's song, which is I Miss You. We'll discuss the lyrics afterwards. And it's the music author was Igor Krutoy, and the author of the words was Igor Nikolaev. Let's just sit back and enjoy the wonderful sound that is, all together now, our beautiful, incredible, humble Dimash. Take it away.
На закатном берегу место нашей встречи, а над берегом кружит стая птиц. Словно в первый раз я стою сейчас здесь на берегу, но знать не могу, где же ты? С кем же ты? Я скучаю по тебе, по твоим глазам и по твоей улыбке. И сюда назло судьбе я приду опять нашей встречи ждать. Так легко, для меня так сложно жизнь свою начать с чистого листа. Я так не могу здесь на берегу, веря и любя, я дождусь тебя. Где же ты? Скучаю по тебе, по твоим глазам и по твоей улыбке. И сюда назло судьбе я приду опять нашей встречи ждать. На закатном берегу место нашей встречи. На закатном берегу я скучаю по тебе.
Oh, as always, he brings me down. He brings me down. I started off this video angry, but now I'm feeling, oh, I'm so glad I'm doing this video. It's therapy for me. His music's therapy and his voice. When I see a video like this now, after what I said in the beginning, I'm just so happy. I've vented my anger to all you dear fans, and all of us will get together and always support him. But this is very cinematic. Let me just talk about the video so I get rid of my anger and I fill it with Dimash images of my head like this video, and then I will become happy. Wonderful, cinematic, beautiful, and a beautiful voice. Do you know what I loved about it? That we got to experience the deeper side of his voice. And yes, as always, Dimash hits the high notes into the song, but I love the fact that, and when he speaks, okay, this is me doing a very bad Irish interpretation, so don't you be laughing at me. I don't even know what he's saying in his language, but it was kind of the voice is everything, isn't it? Dimash, the song I Miss You, let's talk about the lyrics. I need to distract and just go into what the lyrics is about a little bit. And it's actually very simple. You know, on the sunset shore, the place of our meeting, a flock of birds is circling over the shore. When you are somebody that can look at even a bird in the sky, usually when we look at birds, we're thinking they're up in the sky. I want to be like that bird, looking down on everything, feeling free. But this is words that say a flock of birds is circling over the shore. Now, what does that signify, everybody? It signifies the shore, the water, the birds circling. So they're looking down on the water. It's like emotions. My emotions are drowning, or drowning, or drowning. Because I miss you. I'm feeling sad. And the birds are circling. You know, there he is at the very end looking up, and a bird in the background. And it's like what's going round in his head. That's what it is. It's a metaphor for what's going round in his head, his emotions. So, like the water, he's drowning and the birds are circling. That's emotions. His head is full of, poor thing, full of upsets. But don't worry, Dimash. Whoever you miss, your fans are here for you. Now, it goes into the second, I miss you, but by your eyes and your smile, and here, in spite of fate, I will come again to wait for our meeting. Look, we've all been in that place, Dimash, where all of us have loved somebody, and they've gone. Maybe they've moved to a different place. Maybe they've changed jobs. Maybe they have somebody else in their lives. But each one of us has always fallen in love with somebody, and we've always prayed and hoped for a meeting. Maybe you see them in a coffee shop, maybe you meet them in a bar or a shopping center, or you're just walking and you see them and you hope you can talk and they'll come back into your life. That meeting, we are always hoping when it comes to love, especially when we miss them. I hope you like my video. I hope you comment just as much. I hope you share this video, and it's in all the languages, and the image that goes with the video I now have in Japanese, in Chinese, in Thai, and English and French, and all the usual. So do enjoy. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and thank you for listening. And yes, we all love him, but I love you, my community of dears, for supporting all my videos. I hope you support this one. Take care for now. Look forward to your comments. I will try. I'm getting so busy on my channel. I will try and answer as many as I can, as always. Take care. Love you all.